So it's round 6, quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Manchester United versus Manchester City at the Etihad. Tony Mendes into Marcus Rashford, plays him into the gap. Rashford through on goal, finds the back of the net. It's 1-0. Anthony, Bernard, overlapping run from Anthony. He's in behind Combedi, has a lot to do if he wants to catch up. Anthony makes it to Anthony. Rise the challenge from Phil Foden. Plays it to Rashford, who backheels it into Malacia. What a ball by Rashford into Malacia. Shot from Bernard, and there we have it. Mendes turns it in at that back post. Okay, so 7-1 was the scoreline. Dominating performance. Elias Bernard managed to get himself a brace. Anthony scored 2 goals himself. I just didn't expect to play Man City, and I didn't expect to play them off the park. Hey guys, welcome back to the RemelHD channel. Welcome back to another episode of this Manchester United save. It's episode 89. And we're back with Premier League football. More Premier League action is going to be on the way. Last episode we had no league games on camera. Now we're going to kick this episode off with a game against Newcastle United. But before that, we're going to basically assess and evaluate some of these guys. So Marcus Rashford being the first player. His playing time is thumbs down. His contract is thumbs down. He's put in a really good showing this season. 7.43 is his average rating. 26 goals, 13 assists. So that's 39 goal involvements in 33 games. In most cases, that's enough to warrant being handed a new contract. But if I give him a new contract, the dilemmas are going to continue. So the dilemma is that Bernard, he wants to be the main character. Richie, by rights, wants to be the main character and wants a new bumper deal to most likely match what Rashford is on, what Anthony, well, not Anthony. Yeah, Anthony's on 300k per week. And speaking of Anthony, he's one of those other guys as well that we need to talk about, because Abbas, he needs a pathway into the first team. As long as Anthony's here, Anthony's going to want to start over him week in, week out, even if his form doesn't suggest that he deserves to. So we probably need to make crunching decisions, and I feel like the decision is going to be on me. And some people in the comment section, they won't agree with it, but so far I've been right to get rid of certain players, and obviously the replacements, it has taken time for them to gel into the squad, but eventually they did gel. And Douglas Ritchie, he's kind of an in-house replacement, someone that's already taken over Rashford's position. So it is going to be a miss if we was to move Rashford on, but Douglas Ritchie really and truly is the main guy, the main character. If Bernard develops, which he can do, all we need to do is work on his weak foot and learn how to use his build. Then yeah, we can just have 2 good quality strikers, bring in a 3rd striker to compete behind them, and then yeah, happy days. Everything's kumbaya in the squad. So that's just a bit of a little update over my mindset on the squad. Let me know in the comment section below, do you think it's the right thing to do? As we did say, we wanted to like make the class of 28 the main characters of the squad, and see if we can actually do a quadruple, a treble, maybe even a double with just them. We would obviously replace these players that we sell, but we're not going to replace them with first team starters. That's for sure. No games are played, so we're still 9 points ahead of Liverpool. We're going to head off into the first game against Newcastle United. They have 30 points to our 69. Newcastle haven't had a good season, but simply because they actually outplayed me when I played against them away from home, and I feel like they did really well defensively. They were really good going forward. They were a threat. They do have good personnel in their squad, so we're not going to take this one lightly. We're not going to play around with the formation and go 3-4-3, because like I said, they got a lot of threats, attacking threats on the wing. So I want to make sure my fullbacks are in the right position at the right times. But yeah, let's get this first match underway. Oh, what's going on there? Referee give him a yellow card early on in this encounter. Referee has to make a big call. Kerkez in the book. Milos Kerkez has the first yellow card of this match, so we can't give them space to pick off shots outside the box. Do tend to do so, especially when we back off and invite the pressure. Sheshko, interception there by Corbett. Felix almost caught in possession. Pretty much was, but the ball still with the United team. Timber. Abbas. Timber on target, But Romero comfortably makes a save. Just gonna try pop them and play them off the park. See, it's things like that. Jeremy Pino. Got Šeško now running forward. Benjamin Šeško almost finds the top left corner. Keeper did look beaten, I must admit. 37 minutes on the clock. Abbas carries the ball, plays it to his left. Come on, Malacia, man. I'm aiming for Ruiz. How do you end up directing it like that? What a challenge by Corbett. We needed that one. Hope he's left one on Timo Werner. Just to remind him, don't try the pace abusing thing. Sabozlai, ball over the top. Oh, Richie, why has he done that? Why has he gone with the acrobatic? That's the problem. When players get too good, they can't settle for the basic techniques. They have to try the spectacular. They have to try and entertain. Bro, find the back of the net. That's your main task before anything. It's a decent match to warm up with, but Newcastle United are a challenge. Like I said, in game, they do have good players in their squad. They're just doing poorly and badly in the league. So, yeah, that's the only reason why I didn't rotate too much in this match. Because I knew, even though they're not playing well, they can still hit you. That there was shocking defending. I must hold my hands up for that. Newcastle United take the lead. Benjamin Šeško, the main culprit again. He just loves scoring against my squad. 1-0 it is. 1-0 it is. We need to fight back. We need to fight back. We've been very toothless in front of goal. I feel like we've given them a bit too much respect up to this point. And we need to get things shaking. Get stuck in. We haven't been triggering our press. Newcastle United, they need to know what they've just done. They've angered the giant. Referee, man, tell that player to man up. Come on, Lacroix, better than that. At least he's dealt with it, though. Just allowing them to have too much possession at this point. Come on, Lacroix, why are you following him? Why are you following him, Lacroix? Stay where you need to be. Like, Corbett's got enough recovery pace to catch, man. It's a shocking performance away from home at the minute. 68 minutes on the clock. We're 1-0 down. Come on, Shao Felix. Cut that back. No one's there showing support. They're all hiding. Suppose like this defender's annoying me too. Solid defending from him. Mateus, Reese, Richie, Malacia. Back into Richie. Felix. Oh, come on, man. Romero makes the save. On, ball played in. Go on, Felix. Doesn't even jump up or contest. Back stick. Nope. Bernard. Oh, he hits the post. Felix. Oh, my goodness me, man. We can't buy a goal. We can't buy a freaking goal. Elias Bernard. I can't really blame him. He on the first time volley, but he's just like when we need something clutch, we don't get it from him. It's always from someone else. Looks like we're probably gonna have another defeat to add to the scoreboard, and Liverpool hopes are really high at the minute. Rashford takes an extra touch as per usual. Why is he taking an extra touch? He's back to his old stuff. He probably heard me in the menu talking about selling him. What a jerk. Abbas. Who goes in. Suppose like, come on, what is this keeper on? Every reaction is going to garner this reaction because it makes no sense. It makes no sense anymore. I've seen my team hit the post. I've seen this keeper save a lot of close range shots in this match. Feels like a defeat right now. But not. Abbas. Rashford. Abbas. Right foot. Thank you. Thank you, Abdel Wahab Abbas. Salvages a point, hopefully. Hopefully there's time to take the lead. I don't want to settle for this. We deserve a lot more than this. Ball up the pitch. Come on. What is Felix doing? Like, is that a sprint? You call that a sprint? This guy's a waste, man. You're 29 years of age. You're literally You're literally right there, bro. You're right there. Play with me. Start playing up. You got Ballon d'Or. Start playing up. I'll sell you too. I'll sell you too. Bust a gut to get into that position. From start to finish, we had the tools. We just not utilized them. It's a really shocking way to start the episode. I know to some, a draw. Take it. Take it. Because of how well we're doing in the league. It's not a defeat. But we got bigger games coming up, and if we play like that, things are going to get worse. I've gone into this next game against Sheffield United. Obviously, I did quick sim. The side should be strong enough to get a victory. They've gone and bowled that. I'm drawn. So let's take a look at the table now, because I can just imagine what it looks like. Yeah. Oh, no, wait. It's not as bad as I thought it was. I think Liverpool dropped points too. So we still remain 10 points clear. Obviously, Liverpool have a game in hand. So they have an opportunity to decrease the deficit to, I think, 7 points. I think once they do that... Wait, no, 7 points? 7 points. Yeah, I'm correct. Yeah, 7 points. So I think once they do that, it's all... the gloves need to be off. The gloves need to be off from our players. They need to make sure that they're tucking every opportunity away. The next couple of teams that we're playing against, you're just going to see ruthless aggression in front of goal. I swear to you, placing it in the corners is not going to be a thing now. We're just smashing it across the keeper or smashing it top bins. Because that last goalkeeper really got under my skin. I'll give a hats off to Newcastle. They definitely deserve the point for the display, but it's very frustrating when you have that many chances on goal. But yeah, we're gonna head off into the next game. Man United versus Arsenal, first versus ninth. We're not even gonna look at the points tally. Form is out the window now. We're just gonna focus on trying to get this win over the line. Man United versus Arsenal. Lisandro Martinez leading our side out. Scott McTominay leading our Arsenal. The last time we played them, we won 1-0 in the league. We smashed them in the FA Cup third round. So the head-to-head is in our corner, is in our favor. Let's continue to play the stuff that we've been playing. Let's just chalk that last game down to a minor mishap in front of goal. Let's get this match underway. Or pass down the line leads to a mistake at the back. Kozier, Dewberry. Silva's there to recover the ball. Antonio Silva. Abbas. Timber. Overlap and run from Abbas. Abbas does well. Runs to the byline, gets a corner kick from Miranda. Bellingham into Richie. Stewart comes forward to put a tackle in. Saka. Poor challenge from Timber. He's going to get a yellow card, that's for sure. Go attacking, get this ball out. McTominay with the head up. Come on, what are these defenders doing, man? Real clowns. Top save from Crespo. LaCroix, you should be beating him in the air. Ball goes in. Abbas heads it. Rashford takes it down on his feet dangerously. Got Jude Bellingham bombing forward for Manchester United. There's a quick one too with Richie. It works out in our favour. Jude Bellingham through on goal. 1-0 is the scoreline. We've taken the lead against a toothless Arsenal. Currently using Gallo in that number 10 role. Castello Jr. smashes it into Shane Stewart. Arsenal going to keep doing the same thing. What are they playing at? I'm going to score. No, I don't. I miss anyway. But what are Arsenal playing at? I don't know how I've missed that. That's shocking. We might come to regret that. Maybe not, because Arsenal are playing like this. Richie. Abbas. Back post. Rashford. Finds the goal, finds the back of the net. It wasn't even back post. I was aiming for that. It went into the center instead, and Rashford gets his header on target. Marquez, a lackluster effort to save the shot, but we'll take it because we've had a lot of shots stopped so far in this episode. And if there's a howler in my favor, I'm definitely taking it. I'm here for it all day long. He should get a strong hand to that, but he just kind of flaps at it. FIFA 22 stuff right there. Well done, Lisandro Martinez. I'm going to play it back to keeper. Silva. Abbas, what are you doing? I tapped it to try and lay it off into Timber so he can run onto it with full momentum. And like the game just does what it wants. Even if you got your passing on manual, it does what it wants. Been really quiet the second half. Okay, already sense something weird's gonna happen. My players are moving clunky again. Timber, ball over the top, taken down by Bellingham on his chest. Couldn't get the shot off with Richie. Arsenal defenders do really well to crowd the area. Got a corner kick. So one last look at this header, close range. And another look at the fumble by the goalkeeper. But finds him. Bass is tackled instantly. Frankie de Jong. Oh, ball played in the gap. Frankie de Jong's on. It's 2-1. Keeper should be doing much better if it's shot right at him. But it's FIFA 23. Goalkeeping animations are going to be quite similar to FIFA 20. There's a Bass. Come on. That run, that bursting gut, that bursting desire to make runs into the box is gone from my players as well. I'm trying to dink the ball over the top. They're just standing on the edge of the box, like burst into the box as the ball's dangling in the air. Forget this, man. I'm frustrated. Referee, blow the whistle. I'm trying to have a reset here. In fact, forget the reset. Ball over the top. Richie. Oh, man. Richie's had a terrible episode so far. Very quiet in the final third. Get the ball up the pitch, Silva. Abbas. Gallo. Come on, Richie. Get out the way, man. Guy, if you're not going to make a proper run, then get the hell out the way. Bellingham. Thank you. Thank you. Jude Bellingham doubles the lead. No, I'm tired. I'm tired. Guys, I'm tired. I'm tired. He's not done anything productive all game. I feel like I'm just going to get even more annoyed. So I'm not even going to do that. I'm not going to do that to myself. So what we're going to do, we're going to do this. I'm not doing it to myself. I think I'll get even more annoyed at this character here. Gallo, we played him in the 10. It's actually worked, but we want to go for something different now. And who else is getting on my nerves? Who's ruffling my feathers? I think that's it. I like Abbas. I'd rather have a tired Abbas on the pitch than Richie right now. Gallo got a knock after that goal was scored. Felix, Malacia, got a lot of bodies forward. This is what I like to see. This is a real difference maker here. This is a real difference maker. We still hit the post, but I'm happy. I'm happy to actually see bodies in the box. There's a real difference now. I thought you'd give handball for damn near anything. Kovacic runs through on goal. I wasn't really threatened by that play. I don't even know what he's capable of. Crespo does make the save. I just felt like I had all the angles I needed down pat. The ball found the back of the net. It would have been down to Crespo's mistake. Oh, Abbas. Timber. Rashford. Through on goal. First touch really hard. Doesn't matter. It's 4-1. We call it dispatch of Arsenal. This is what we should have done against Newcastle United. We should have done this against Newcastle. And to be honest, we should have been doing this from the beginning against Arsenal. I have no respect for them in the save anymore. They're not the side that they once were. And we should be blitzing past them. Okay, Kone's replacing Bellingham. And we're also taking off Malacia, bringing on McHugh. Oh, of course, of course. Of course, Saka takes the shot, finds the back of the net. Finds the back of the net. Even though I've ushered him out wide, barely had much angles to aim for. All Crespo needed to do was protect the right-hand side of the goal. And FIFA 20 animations come out. FIFA 20 animations at its finest. These goalkeepers, like, who dives like that? Who really dives like that for a shot that's right at them? I told you guys, unbiased commentary goes out the window once we hit January. And more stuff is just transpiring. It's just really frustrating from kickoff. Players are flat-footed. Let's go. Supposed like we should make this goal number 5. Abbas, put it to bed, please. There we go. 5-2. I'm making this game a quick highlight game. I don't like the vibe of this match. Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, there's nothing going on right now, I doubt there's going to be more goals. We're going to head straight off into the next game against Chelsea. I doubt there's going to be much to talk about in the menu. And to be honest, I did a lot of ranting and raging during this match. I don't really want to talk about anything in the menu. So yeah, let's head off into the next game if this is the last goal. So Season 5's finalists are going at it. Manchester United versus Chelsea, the Champions League winners of last season versus the Europa League winners of last season. We've got a brilliant head-to-head against them. We've already beaten them in the EFL Cup final. We've beaten them in the Premier League. We've also beaten them in the UEFA Super Cup final earlier on in the campaign. So yeah, momentum is fully with us going off into this head-to-head. I feel like the squad that we put forward should be the side that will be able to get over the line and possibly take a comfortable advantage to Stamford Bridge. Oh, let's go 1-2 between Abbas and Szoboszlai. Should get this attack going. Oh, what a goal. Abbas finds Richie. It caught me off guard how quick that all happened and transpired. I drilled the ball into Richie. Slightly goes round the keeper off the momentum. And it's an easy tap in. It's 1-0. We've taken the lead. Things just sped up down that right hand side with that 1-2 between Abbas and Szoboszlai. Cobble, he was caught in the mix. He was caught off guard as well. Trying to charge out. Expected to beat Richie to the ball. Can't say that my side are dominant or more deserving of a lead. But we've got one nonetheless. Ball goes in. Crespo, meat and drink for him. Abbas plays over the top. Go on, Richie. Take that down, Richie. Oh, brilliant goal. Brilliant goal. I told you guys, he's the Scottish Pele. He's the Scottish Pele. Mark my words. No, we're saving that goal. That goes there for the archives. That goes there for the archives. Get in. 2-0. Bro, I'm going to lap this one up. Look at this. Flick over the head. Sends two defenders, Joe Gomez and Schlotterbeck, out of the game after that. And cool and composed finishing. Kind of reminds me of that Gascoigne goal. Just saying. Look at this. Douglas Ritchie. I told you, man. He's the star boy. He's the guy that's leading us to glory in this save. Imagine doing a rebuild within a rebuild. And your main character just shows and proves to everyone why you picked him out of the bunch. We had a lot of guys to rebuild the squad around. Rashford was on song. Obviously, he had an injury, and Douglas Ritchie took over. I think someone did encourage me in the comment section as well. I think they said give Douglas Ritchie more game time. And since then, we've not looked back. Rashford, Szoboszlai. Tried to find Bellingham, tried to be too smart, but Kimmich was on to me. Read the game quite well in that scenario. Schlotterbeck plays it forward. But De Ketelaere been really quiet, but let's not test him or tempt him. We tend to do that. Go into the second half, talk smack about Chelsea, and then they bag that goal to get them back into the game. Aidan McHugh to Rashford. Sends two players, plays it through. Oh no. Abbas stops the ball on the edge of the box and gets tackled by Schlotterbeck. Lucas Hernandez is playing further forward. Not too sure why. Chelsea still have 5 at the back, so I'm assuming they've got an extra defender on the pitch for no reason. Szoboszlai cleared away by Schlotterbeck. Referee? No. Boy, I hit a hand there for a second. Chilwell. Chelsea are committing a lot of bodies forward. Really trying to fight back and get into the game. Well done, Silva. Really aggressive with his interventions. He's been winning the ball higher up the pitch. Well done by Rashford. Wins a throw-in. We'll take that. And it's a substitution. Havertz is replacing De Ketelaere. Now Havertz is on the pitch. I know we're keeping a clean sheet. Actually, no, they've not been more cagey. They've congested the centre a bit more. That's the difference. And we were playing through the centre quite a lot in the first half. So I think we need to switch up the approach play. No, Havertz. Well done, LaCroix. Stands them up. The German, I don't even know what he is. I don't know whether to call him a number 10, a number 9, a winger. Bro, what are you? Havertz, tell me now. Reveal it. 65 minutes on the clock. It's 2-0 at the minute. Been really quiet. Let's go. Szoboszlai. Richie Schlotterbeck with a crunching challenge. He's patterned up in the second half. I must say he's been on Richie. And he hasn't let up since the second goal of the game. Next time, I know to not do that. Schlotterbeck plays the ball forward. McHugh is there in the way. Does really well to win that 50-50. Got Mendes travelling with the ball. Abbas, come on, man. This is what I mean about through balls. Like, how does Schlotterbeck have some sort of... It feels like some sort of aimbot. Like, he's got some aimbot with his interceptions. Like, the gap was there. I should have just played the ball into the gap like a normal Samaritan. I aimed it into the gap. Put enough power for it to go fast enough to get through the gap. Oh, what a ball. Richie, 3-0. That's a hat-trick in the quarterfinals. Chelsea coolly dispatched off by one player in front of goal. He's taken all 5 of their defenders out of the game with his runs, with his first touches, with his trickery. And he's most certainly done cobble in this match. To bag 3 goals against a top keeper like him says a lot about your finishing. Look at this. Just drills it hard and low. It's been a while since we've had a comfortable first leg in a Champions League tie. Normally, it's a close call. And then the second leg is a blowout. But I guess we don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about that right now. 3-0 is the scoreline at home at Old Trafford. Douglas Ritchie performing in front of the home crowd. Bags himself a hat-trick. His second goal. I swear. I did not expect to score that. I didn't expect the flick to come off perfectly. Normally when I flick it, it does something else, does something different. But yeah, I think our minds were in sync in that moment. That's my boy right there, Douglas Ritchie. David De Gea, he's got some interest from Wolverhampton. But the problem with David De Gea, he's too bougie. He's not on high wages. Like, Newcastle could definitely afford his wages. He's even rejected Juventus. That happened without me knowing. I forgot that Juventus were in for him. He's going to reject Wolverhampton. This guy, I don't think he wants to play football anymore. He just wants to sit on the bench and collect wages. I don't blame him. I probably do the same. But yeah, essentially, heading off into this game, we did lose against them at home at Old Trafford in October. Since then, we've been rather dominant against Manchester City, smashing them 7-1 in the last encounter in the FA Cup. So that's definitely gonna bruise their egos heading off into this encounter. But yeah, they've beaten us at home, and if we beat them at the Etihad, we don't really have much bragging rights other than the fact that we've done better than them overall this season. Just like Arsenal, I am expecting to play these guys off the park. They do have a better squad than Arsenal, but I feel like my squad is 10 times better than theirs because, yeah, I feel like they've only got a first team now. They've gotten rid of all of their good players at De Bruyne. They brought back Bernardo Silva, but he's a lot older now. He's like 34 or 33 in my save. So, yeah, we've got the youthful squad. We've got the better team. We've got the better tactics, better form as well. There's no excuse. We should cap this episode off with 3 points. So it's a must. We always have to take that annual trip to the Etihad in the league. Earlier on in the league campaign, I keep stating it, I keep bringing it up. We lost 1-0 against them, but just know it's nowhere near what we're about to put them through. Lisandro Martinez is leading out Man United. Ruben Dias is leading out Manchester City. We don't really need to take a look at the lineups. We both know, or we all know, that we're both going to have a strong side going into this game. I want to get off to a flying start. So without further ado, let's get this game kicked off. Erling Haaland in front of goal. That's Douglas Ritchie's rival for the Golden Boot. They've been going at it since Douglas Ritchie burst onto the scene. Thought it was just a Haaland and Rashford and a bit of Pulisic, if I'm honest with you. Rodrigo's normally up there. I'll give him that. Don't really see too much of Di Catalet. You see a lot of him in Europe, like on the top goal scorers list. Abbas is on the ball down this right hand side. Timber tried to float one into the center again. Ball's been nipped off of me on the edge of the City box as they make their way forward. Nice layoff to Vanderson down that right-hand side by Haaland. Madueke. Ball into Haaland, who's through on goal. 1-0. Manchester City, they drawn first blood. Erling Haaland given an inch. He's given an inch in the United box, and he's made us pay. Felix over the top into Richie. Richie hits across the keeper. Ederson with the save. Come on, head that down, Felix. Szoboszlai. Bellingham on the edge of the box. Finesse shot, hits the bar. Oh my goodness me, Jude Bellingham. He's definitely turned up this second half of the season. He's a real threat from outside the box. We're going to keep going at City. Oh, that was meant for Szoboszlai. Why is... I just tapped the ball. I just tapped it. I tapped X. I wasn't expecting a hard pass like that. It's scenarios like that irk me. Because it leads to counter-attacks. Unnecessary ones. Richie balling behind into Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai running through on goal. 1-1 it is. 14 minutes in. The Manchester derby's lit at the moment. Right now it's fairly even, but we're looking to try and make it more one-sided. LaCroix. Timber. Sends Haaland. Martinez into Abbas. Szoboszlai. Got Abbas running down the outside. I don't know what Szoboszlai's done there. The ball's gotten in between his legs. He got modelled up. But the attack is still going. Referee. Handball. I think that was deliberate. I want to see a card. If only if. Felix. Malacia. Bellingham. Richie. Richie. Szoboszlai. Abbas. Abbas again. Oh my goodness me. That would have been lovely if we found a way to work the ball into the box and find the back of the net, but it just wasn't meant to be. Barella into Phil Foden. Barella in the centre. Drops his shoulder. Keeps going with the ball. Foden. Down this left-hand side, drills it in. Barella tries to go with an acrobatic shot. Just doesn't manage to time the attempt right. Ball played over the top. Abbas, first touch is poor. First touch is poor. He was getting rather tired as I took the ball down. Half an hour played. It's 1-1 at the moment at the Etihad. LaCroix surrounded by blue shirts. Just keeps his composure. As we find support in the end. Bellingham outside the box. What a goal. I was going to say 1-0. It's 2-1. Jude Bellingham. I'm not even surprised by that. I'm not surprised by that. I did say in the menu, we are the better side. We are by far the better side compared to City. I was expected to draw first blood ourselves because we've done that in the last couple of encounters. But we'll take that. It's definitely a beauty from outside the box from Bellingham. We're at the stage in this save. It's not a shock when we beat sides like City anymore. It's more of an expectancy. It's more of a shock when I draw. I'm shocked when I draw games, honestly, guys. I'm astounded. I'm astonished. There's Bellingham. That's how much faith I have in my players, or belief. There's Felix. I'm going to drill this across the box. No, it was meant to be cut back to Szoboszlai. Abbas should do much better in front of goal there. Ederson pulls off a magnificent save. It remains 2-1. Man City surviving the pressure. Phillips. Well done, Malacia. Referee. No, he's won the ball apparently. I've seen those given. Especially when I've done that. When it's like a 50-50 thing. You either get more of the ball and a bit of the man. The referee still goes with the call of giving a free kick. Ball played over the top into not Szoboszlai. Into Timber by Szoboszlai. Abbas. The cutback was there. The shot just wasn't sweet enough to beat Ederson. But we're heading off into the intervals. 2-1 at the minute. It's end-to-end stuff. I would say, yeah, they can go either way still. Man City, there's still a bit in their tank. You can tell they're still trying to come forward. There's the ball over the top. Konate intercepts. Would have liked a better ball by Felix, but not going to cry over spilled milk. Man City have the ball now. Rodri. Foden. Trying to find some space down the line to run into with the ball. Madueke. Haaland turns. Well done, Corbett. Sticks his foot in. Nips the ball away from Haaland as he's about to get ready to take a shot. Richie plays, or played in behind by Abbas. Richie shouldn't have taken an extra touch. Szoboszlai turns. Timber. Oh, what's going on there, man? What's going on? If I was to get the ball out of my feet, in fact, if the first touch was perfect from Timber, I probably would have just had a squared ball to play across to Abbas. And then Bob's your uncle. Richie. Oh, Malassia's through. Malacia thinks it. Oh, why did I just shoot? I saw Szoboszlai. I saw the easier option. I tried to do it. No. Up the other end. Erling Haaland takes the first touch. LaCroix, too strong for him. Too strong for the Norwegian. Let's go. Get up. Up the pitch. Clear that. Felix, flick that on. Bellingham. Richie. Oh, Richie, here we go. Richie, we're going to go along with Richie. There we have it. 3-1 is the scoreline. Oh, real end-to-end stuff right there. Real end-to-end stuff. I didn't know when the attack was going to end. It's ended with Richie dispatching it across the goalkeeper, finessing it with his left foot. It just seems to me that back in October, Manchester City won the battle. But throughout the season, it was clear we were going to win the war. 24 goals in 29 appearances. He's level at the top for the golden boot with Erling Haaland yet again. Madueke with a shot. Block from Corbett. Szoboszlai tries to play another ball over the top. Konate can cut that out. Still yet to make any changes. That's the next thing on my mind now. Oh, come on. What's Timber done there? Mark Foden. Foden cuts in on his right. Checks back to his left. Shimmies onto his right. Finds a way to get a shot off. Spectacular attempt. But Crespo makes the save. Bernard turns Konate. Does really well, Bernard. Bernard still going. Right foot strike. Save from Edison. Felix. Gallo. Bellingham. His shot is blocked. Felix. Dinks it into the centre. Cleared away by Vanderson. Headed back by Gallo. Bellingham outside the box. Finesses it. Edison makes another save. The pressure is piling on City. It's safe to say we are the more dominant side. We're in control of possession, creating the better chances. We've taken our chances. St. Maximin. There we have it. 3-1 is the scoreline. Manchester City, they struck first through a goal by Erling Haaland. And we did find the equaliser after that. And since then, we have taken the game by the scruff of the neck. We scored a fantastic goal with Richie. Yeah, it's been a fantastic episode despite the annoying start. I think things picked up after the Arsenal game, because even during the Arsenal match, I wasn't enjoying that one either. In front of goal, we were very wasteful. A lot of weird things were happening. But we bounced back with a fantastic victory against Chelsea, and also going a goal down against Manchester City. I was still certain we were still going to come out on top, which we did in the end. So it's been a brilliant episode altogether. The next one, we should be kicking off with a game against Chelsea. That's going to be the second leg. That's the away trip to the Stamford Bridge, where we have a 3-0 advantage. After that, we have a home game against Liverpool, and then we're going to have the FA Cup semi-finals against Tottenham Hotspur. I don't think we're going to play Middlesbrough again. So yeah, we had a chance to play Middlesbrough on camera earlier on in the season. We vetoed that. We're going to veto again. And Aston Villa, we're probably going to veto them unless we're going to use them to kick the episode off against the side that we could potentially be playing against in the semi-finals of the Champions League. I know we haven't made it through to the semi-finals just yet, but right now we're 3-0 up. It's safe to say I'm confident going into the second leg, and I'm sure we'll get that victory over the line. Mark my words. That's my predictions for the next episode. But in terms of top goal scorers, we're going to take a look in the Champions League. We haven't looked at that in a while, so let's just quickly brush upon that. hate all these tabs, man. Just keep things in one area. At the moment, Richie, he's first with 13 goals, 9 games played. Marcus Rashford, 8 goals, 6 games played. I think Rashford, he did himself some good when he scored a hat-trick against Marseille. I think that was in the previous episode as well. So in our academy, we have 2 players that are ready to become professionals. One's called Ilya Shevchuk, one's called Igor Shevchuk. Sorry if I'm butchering that. These are Ukrainian players. One is a striker, one is a centre back. I like the look of the centre back at the minute, so we're gonna hand him that deal, that professional contract. Also Isaac Pryor, that's his name, Isaac Pryor. His potential's 85 to 91, overall 63. He jumped up from 60 to 63. He's done quite well in my academy with his development, so we're gonna give him that professional contract. Hopefully we can loan him out, build upon him, build on what he's currently got in terms of his attributes. In terms of the episode, I think we should just end it here. There's not really too much to talk about, too much to go over. So yeah, if you made it this far, please remember to smash that like button, sub to the channel if you are new, and also hit the notification bell so you're notified when I go live, premiere video, or upload one. I'd also like to thank you guys for showing a lot of support for the series, and we're coming with the FM content quite soon. We just need some time to edit it down. We've completed the season, completed the league campaign. Preferably, I'd rather get season 7 out the way for FIFA before I start editing that, just so I can focus on the project and the task at hand when I am dealing with the editing of the content. Also, let me know what you think of that goal from Douglas Ritchie, and which goal has been your favorite goal so far in the series. Get in the comment section below, have your say. And yeah, we're gonna peace out for now, and we are going to return for episode 90, and hopefully that one's gonna be a banger one, because we're gonna have the semi-finals of the FA Cup. We've got the second leg of the quarterfinals against Chelsea, and we also got a game against Liverpool. So yeah, hang tight. That one's gonna come very fast as this one came. That one will come just as quick. So yeah, let's go our separate ways now. I'm doing too much.